The Westside Pavilion was a shopping mall located in West Los Angeles that opened in 1985 and closed in 2019. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for my latest mall video, defunct store, occasional throwback Thursday, or soda history. Leave a suggestion about a future video or memories of this mall. Thanks. Before there was ever the Westside Pavilion, there was the Pico Drive-In Theater at Pico and Westwood Boulevards, which opened on September 9, 1934. It was located there from 1934 to 1950 and was considered only the fourth drive-in in the United States and the first in California. The site would later be occupied by a mini-mall known as a Westland Shopping Center, and in August of 1964, a freestanding 251,000 square foot May Company with its recognizable M logo was built and incorporated into the mall. It would be remodeled in the 1970s, and the shopping center contained stores such as a Drug King, Lloyd's Bank, Great Western Meat Company, Judy's, or maybe it was Contempo, Little Folk Shop, Newberry's, Vaughn's, and a See's Candy. By the early 1980s, plans for a larger mall commenced, but the project called the Westside Pavilion was met with great resistance from local residents concerned about traffic and parking issues, but would later have become an integral part of the West Los Angeles landscape. The new project would connect the existing May Company store at Pico and Overland with a brand new Nordstrom anchor store at Pico and Westwood. It would cost more than $90 million, and the new Westside Pavilion opened on May 31st, 1985. It was designed by architect John Jurdy, who designed structures for the 1984 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. He's best known for his innovative mall designs, from the gargantuan Mall of America in Minnesota to the M.C. Escher-esque Horton Plaza in San Diego's Gaslamp District to the Universal City Walk. Jurdy felt that the commercial shopping center was becoming the new town square of American life, and he tailored his mall designs to help facilitate social interactions as well as commercial transactions. The interior of the Westside Pavilion was designed to evoke the feeling of an open-air European shopping district, with 4 pavilions linked together by arching skylights. Each pavilion featured subtly different design elements highlighted by brightly tiled pedestrian avenues, cast-iron arcades, and flashy signage. The exterior featured postmodern elements, reinterpreting the metal and glass pavilions of the Victorian age in bright colors. It would eventually be toned down by a tan and gray color scheme. In response to the construction of the Westside Pavilion, the community banned street parking to non-residents, and the developers agreed to provide parking within the mall, as well as retain the Vaughn's supermarket that existed in the previous shopping center. There was a plan to build a massive movie theater complex on the opposite side of the Westwood Boulevard from the mall in 1986. That plan eventually evolved into an expansion of the mall, designed by the mall's original architect, John Jurdy, which included new shops and an alfresco restaurants, all connected to the rest of the mall by a bridge over Westwood. The first Aeropostale clothing store opened at the mall in 1987. It would soon become a fixture of West Los Angeles since its opening in 1985. The Westside Pavilion quickly became a much visited retail location and gathering spot and continued to evolve over the following 3 decades. At one time, the site featured a 3-level bookstore and a multiple movie theaters and appeared as a backdrop to numerous movies and TV shows. In 1987, the mall was featured in the movie No Man's Land, starring Charlie Sheen and D.B. Sweeney, along with a cameo of Brad Pitt. The 3-story urban-style shopping mall once had as many as 70 shops. Perhaps one of the most iconic scenes to feature the Westside Pavilion occurred in 1989 when Tom Petty's video for Free Falling was filmed there. By the late 1980s and early 90s, the parking situation improved. Streets near the mall became designated as permit parking, and 1,000 parking spaces and a 2-tiered bridge for cars and pedestrians were built when the mall expanded across Pico and Westwood boulevards. In 1993, the May Company store closed. It would reopen as the Robinsons May. The exterior shots of the mall was featured in the 1995 movie Clueless. By the late 1990s, only a few shops and restaurants remained open in Westside 2, and the only major features remaining were the Barnes & Noble bookstore, which opened in 1995 in the space of 3 floors covered for 4 previous shops, and a 1,000 parking spaces it had added. Most of the Westside 2 still have the dated early 1990s decor on the abandoned storefronts. Agencies serving the community, such as the West LA Chamber of Commerce and an infant and toddler gym, soon took over some of these spaces. The original part of the mall was renovated in 2000 with the installation of carpeted seating areas and German limestone flooring to give it a more contemporary and upscale look. In 2004, the mall would appear in the movie Christmas with the Cranks, starring Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis. Westside 2 remained open until January of 2006, when it closed to make way for a 12-screen landmark movie theater and new restaurants. Howie Mandel visited this mall during an episode of Deal or No Deal to pick a contestant at random. He selected an employee who was working at the mall's Hot Dog on the Stick. In 2006, Robinsons May would close. It would reopen as Macy's. The mall was featured in the movies Tower Heist and Take Me Home Tonight. Over the last decade, it suffered from a decline alongside other indoor malls across the country, leaving storefronts largely empty. In 2017, Nordstrom closed and relocated to the neighboring Westfield Culver City, which was less than 2 miles away. In March of 2018, Macy's closed. In recent years, as more consumers turn to online shopping and nearby competitors, Westfield Century City, Santa Monica Place, and the 3rd Street Promenade underwent renovation to adapt to retail's changing landscape. Westside Pavilion had found itself financially strapped and struggling to reinvent itself. In 2018, Macerich announced a joint venture with Hudson Pacific Properties to convert the 3-story enclosed structure into office spaces for media and technology companies. Hudson Pacific Properties plan to redevelop the mall into One Westside, a new office complex for Google. It was anticipated to occupy 584,000 square feet and cost $410 million to renovate. In March of 2019, Macy's Furniture Gallery closed. During its years as a mall, it would be featured in numerous TV shows, including Today with Kathy Lee and Hoda, Dexter, The Today Show, Modern Family, Chuck, Parenthood, The Dr. Oz Show, New Girl, Fresh Off the Boat, Even Stevens, and even The Goldbergs. Numerous plans were made with Google occupying most of the mall, but things changed. In late December 2023, the University of California, Los Angeles, or UCLA, announced a deal to purchase the property without indicating what it wanted to do with the former mall. In January of 2024, UCLA acquired the former Westside Pavilion shopping mall, which the university stated would transform the mall into the UCLA Research Park, bringing together scholars and industry experts from around the world to create a nexus for discovery and innovation that would benefit Southern California and beyond. Congratulations, you made it this far into the video.
When I find you.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
So let's see how close you were paying attention to my video. So how many anchor stores closed in this mall? So if your answer is 5, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment or some more details that I may have missed, or maybe even a suggestion for a future mall video you would like to see. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions. Thanks for watching.